The foreign and defence ministers of the European Union have agreed on a €2 billion plan to send desperately needed ammunition to Ukraine. Now, the deal will provide Kyiv with 1 million artillery shells over the next year. The funds are also intended to help EU member states replenish their own ammunition supplies, which have dwindled rapidly since the war in Ukraine began. All right, from Brussels now, I'm joined by our correspondent, Jack Perrick. Jack, it's good to see you. Can you tell us more about this agreement and how is it different from ones we've seen before?
Well, it basically means that the European Union, or at least 17 countries plus Norway who signed up to this deal, can now go out into the market and buy ammunitions collectively, which has not been done from a Brussels-controlled point before. Obviously, that gives them purchasing power. It means that they can buy more in bulk, and that also they can spread it between the different countries more. As you say, 1 million rounds of artillery will be going to Ukraine by the end of this year, in the next 12 months, according to the foreign policy chief of the European Union, Joseph Borrell, who announced this. They're also going to have 11 billion for ammunition this year, and they're going to spend another 1 billion, on procurement in the future. It's a really, really big shift in European Union thinking. The EU was created as a peace project, and now it's going out onto the international markets and collectively buying weapons.
And that speaks to the incredible significance of this, doesn't it?
It really does. It's a major shift in EU thinking. It might not sound like that much of a big deal, but it shows a real turn in European Union thinking here in Brussels. We saw with the joint purchasing of COVID-19 vaccines. We saw with the collective taking on of debt to try and come out of the COVID-19 pandemic. And this is really a step on from that now, where there is a shift towards a collectivization of responsibility for these kinds of things. There were many countries that were a little bit uncomfortable about it, and that's why only 17 plus Norway, not an EU member state, have signed up. The European Union foreign policy chief said he hopes that more will sign up to this as their national procedures go forward. But it is a really significant step, and one that the Ukrainian foreign minister, Dmytro Kuleba, showed that the European Union has demonstrated its resolute leadership once again. For Ukraine, they've been calling for weapons for a long time. This ammunition is going to be very welcome.
DW's Jack Perrick with the latest tonight from Brussels. Jack, as always, thank you.